Jesus. So anyway, after last week talking about Robert Sheen again.
Yep.
I was looking at him in a load of interviews, and then as I do, I looked up who if he was dating someone or whatever.
Naturally.
Yeah, guess who he was going out with?
Whoever might it be.
Sophia Boutelli, aka the mummy herself.
The sexiest mummy going.
The sexiest mummy going, and
the movie The Mummy. That just sounds like we're talking about
she's
mom.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the sexiest
Yeah,
mom
sorry,
out
Tom
there.
Cruise mummy movie Mummy, but she was also
Kingsman.
She was in Kingsman with
Sorry,
Giselle.
Yeah.
The girl with the blade legs.
Blade legs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blade
God,
legs.
she looks great in that.
That'd be a cool nickname for her. Blade legs.
Anyway, I saw an article heading and it says they're still very much in love, but just not together anymore.
I wasn't sure if he was bi or whatever. Is he bi?
I think he said. I saw another article. I saw another article where he was like he experimented with stuff in his past and he ended up not liking it. So, but
okay.
you know, he seems like the type of guy though. He's pretty rock and roll.
Yeah,
you know?
he seems very rock and roll.
Yeah.
He's quite open.
Yeah, exactly.
To things.
Yeah, he's just a cool guy all around. But should we do an intro?
We should do an intro. You should do an intro.
Okay, I'll do the intro then. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first ever filmed episode of Straight to Series. This is what we look like. Please don't unsubscribe.
Sorry.
Sorry. My name is Connor, and that is Ian. And we make up the cast of the Straight to Series podcast.
It's the cast. I didn't know.
This is episode 3.
It's a panel.
The panel. The uneducated panel of Straight to Series.
Speak for yourself.
Okay. How are you this week, Ian?
I'm good. I'm still haven't got over Captain Marvel, to be honest.
Haven't got over because it's so good.
Because she's so beautiful and strong.
Beautiful. She's beautiful and strong.
And female.
And female. Very much
and beautiful.
female. And strong.
And strong.
And
I didn't like the movie. Oh, you didn't like the movie.
Oh, no.
I'm a racist.
What? How are you a racist?
I don't know. I feel like I'm at least a sexist, but I feel like I'm a racist as well for not liking the movie. I'm a bad person. I know I did like the movie.
It's going to be so hard to cut around that bit you just said. And by that I mean we're not going to cut it.
I'm a racist. No, I think I didn't like it that much.
I thought it was fine. We both saw it separately.
I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm bigging it up. No,
but you had a terrible viewing experience.
I just hated the people I seen it with, and I'm not talking about my friend that I seen it with. I'm not talking about you,
Good,
Steve.
nice save.
He'd be
Nice
like, oh,
save.
yeah.
Good old Steve.
Talking about me. It's just the audience. They were all brainwashed. I felt like everything, any lame joke, anything that happened in it, they were just like, they were eating it up. Like,
Really?
actually, I felt like it was the power. I was witnessing the power of Disney. And like, I'm biased. I want those movies to be successful. I want more movies.
Same.
And I want Captain Marvel to be successful because it's not the biggest superhero. So when Guardians is successful or Ant-Man, we're going to get more weirder characters. And that's great.
Yeah.
You know that way? We're going to get deeper into the pile of those odd characters.
Yeah.
And when I was watching it, I was kind of like, what the fuck? What's that guy watching? There was a guy beside me, and I swear to God, man, he was eating up everything. And like anytime the cat was on screen, he was like,
That cat looked terrible, didn't it? Didn't it look terrible?
It did at times.
No, the CGI on that,
CG.
it was awful on the cat.
Oh, when it...
No, when any of the cat, by the way, spoilers for Captain Marvel, if
There's
you
a
haven't
cat
seen
in
it. Yeah, there's a cat in Captain Marvel, but we are going to spoil a bit while we talk about it.
Yeah, but let's not spoil too much either.
No, well, maybe you could put a timestamp in.
I spoiled it by saying it's a bad movie.
Yeah.
I'm not actually... It's not a bad movie. It's just...
It's a fine movie.
It's a bad Marvel movie on the run that they were going on. They were on a hot streak.
Yeah, Marvel were on a hot streak. Well, I don't know. Ant-Man and the Wasp was just okay.
Yeah, I'll give you
as
that.
well.
Actually, yeah, I'm still buzzing from Thor Ragnarok and Homecoming and Infinity War.
Yeah.
That trifecta just got me.
Yeah. Well, so it's a good movie, but as a Marvel movie, it sits in with like Thor, the first Captain America, maybe.
Yeah.
It's about on par with all them.
It's not a Thor 2, The Dark World.
No, it's not a bad Marvel movie.
Incredible Hulk.
It's just an average. I like the Incredible Hulk.
Okay.
It's just an average Marvel movie.
The cast has got smaller all of a sudden.
Yeah. Sorry, it's going to be a solo podcast next week, just because I like the Incredible Hulk. But I mean, it was fine. I some of the stuff I was worried about, my fears were calmed.
What were you worried about?
I thought they weren't going to make her a legacy hero, because she's technically a legacy character, because the original Captain Marvel is a Kree soldier who came down to Earth, and she was like, she worked at the airfield that he worked at, and she ended up getting this. She wanted to work with him, and she got the same powers as him. And he was actually, it was a big event at the time, but he was like the first superhero to die of cancer. So like there was a whole event where he died, and like the whole Marvel universe came in, and it was really, you know, sort of an upsetting point in the Marvel. It was a real standout moment. But
Disney was like, sidestep that.
Yeah, but they still made her a legacy hero, which I liked, and they also incorporated some of the newer Captain Marvel lore with that.
Okay.
So it was good. I liked what they did with it. It was typical Marvel movies taking the established origin, tweaking it a little bit, but still making it work in that way.
But I could feel the formula, because we've watched that movie so many times, just with a different character.
Yeah.
I love the 90s stuff. The first hour, actually, I was so on board.
The 90s stuff didn't land with me.
Really?
Yeah, no, not at all.
Well, I was a kid at that age.
As was I. For all 3 years. I was alive that time. Not even 3 years.
Screw you.
2 and a month I was alive in the 90s.
I was a kid, and I had to search shit and stuff like that. I got all the references anyway.
Okay.
And I enjoyed that part of it.
I don't think they steered. The 90s stuff was like, heard a bird, or we're in the 90s. Hey, everyone, look.
At the start, though, it was pretty cool, and then they kind of just, it was gone. It was kind of like...
The points that they were in the 90s, they were sort of like, hey, everyone, remember those things from the 90s? Boy, oh boy.
Remember that song?
Remember that song?
How many songs? Was it like TLC or something?
There was TLC, there was No Doubt.
Was it Chasing Waterfalls in it?
Chasing Waterfalls,
I feel like that was in it.
And then they wouldn't steer into it. That was the problem with a lot of it. They would get close to having an interesting idea, and they wouldn't steer into it.
I know.
Throughout the whole movie, people are telling her that she can't be emotional. You know, there's a running theme in it. Multiple people, multiple people. Men.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah. So, but at the same time, it's never like the movie doesn't go far enough. The movie's kind of like it wants you to take away that men were telling her that she couldn't do this stuff all her life.
Yeah.
But it doesn't steer hard enough into it, so the message doesn't land. It also wants to tell you that being emotional is a detriment to you, whereas really accepting your emotions and learning to be human is what makes people powerful. But they also don't steer into that enough.
I feel like they're trying to tick every box so everybody can come in and relate and enjoy the movie. But the problem is, then you don't make something authentic, I guess, in a way.
But Brie Larson, despite all the trailers showing her as robotic and everything like that, I thought she was really charismatic.
She was awesome in it.
She was great.
She was actually really good.
So was Sam Jackson.
So much emotion from her.
A lot of emotion.
Yeah.
More emotion than I thought.
I know.
Because another fear of mine was they were going to make her, she was going to be perfect. She could do anything. She can do no wrong.
Yeah.
Whereas actually in the film, they sort of established that she gets knocked down all the time. And
she's a flawed character for sure.
She's flawed, and she is like emotional. Like, I thought it was a really great moment, despite not really understanding. This is pretty heavy spoilers, but when she's with the Supreme Intelligence and she finally unlocks the power or whatever, and you see her and she's like crying as she's doing it, I thought that was a really great moment. You know, and that was like a very poignant moment as well. And her friend Maria Rambeau, her performance throughout is great.
It's really good. Yeah.
Same with Sam Jackson. Steals almost
Nick
every
Fury
scene.
gets all the comedic moments as well.
Yeah.
He gets so much comedic moments. He looks great in it.
He does. He
like,
looks
that looks
awesome.
real.
Yeah.
I couldn't see the CGI. You know the way? Have you seen Civil War?
Yeah.
You can see your one's face. Captain Marvel's squeeze.
What? Oh, Captain Marvel squeeze.
Oh, Captain America squeeze.
Oh, Peggy Carter.
Yeah, you can kind of see the aging. It's done really well, but you can kind of see when she moves.
I thought
it's like her face is just lagging.
I thought you were going to talk about in Civil War when Tony Stark is young, which I think looks great.
But that's a bit weird as well.
I think it looks great.
I thought that Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury.
Oh, it's perfect.
Looked way better.
Perfect. Yeah. Same with Coulson. Coulson's in the movie
looked great
as well.
Yeah. He's not in it enough, actually. I was looking forward.
I was looking forward to more Coulson, but he wasn't in it that much.
There's a nice stinger with him in it that I loved. That was actually one of my favourite parts because I didn't see it coming.
No, neither
did I. Me and my mate were like, we could nearly see the whole movie coming, and we were like, fucking, they got us on that one. That was good.
And I say Sam Jackson stole the show, every scene he was in, but Ben Mendelsohn is amazing.
I thought he conveyed a great performance for the amount of prosthetics he had on his face. It looked like his head was heavy.
Yeah, he plays the main...
So much on him.
Yeah, he plays the main scrun Talos.
Yeah.
And he's awesome throughout the whole movie.
His story's really good as well. He's not just like a one-dimensional villain.
Not at all. It's a really interesting movie. Like, for a formulaic movie, it still surprised me, but if you knew the main twist going into it, I think the movie's almost not worth watching.
Yeah, that's everything.
Yeah.
The ending as well for me. The last like 20 minutes of crazy CGI.
Yeah.
I don't want to give anything away, but it wasn't. It just
the action kind of
uninspiring.
The action kind of falls flat. So,
it does at times.
So like, I don't know. I don't want to spoil it too much, but there are points in the movie where like there's a certain scene where it's like this is going to be like Winter Soldier, you know, when Captain America's in the elevator.
Shit's about to kick off.
Shit's about to kick off, and it's about to be badass. But there's so much editing and everything that
it's like 50 cutscenes in one action. You know, like even for them in the editing bay to tie them all together, they must be like, what the fuck?
It's really difficult to make out what's happening. And that scene where it was the perfect time to show what a badass she was, the cuts make it so difficult.
It's hard to just follow. I got the same thing with Venom. At the end of Venom, it's like they ran out of money and they're like, you know, if we do it really, really fast, no one will know that looks really bad. But instead, you're like, wait, who's he punching?
We'll have the black monster fight the grey monster in the middle of the night, surrounded by smoke, and we'll cut really quickly.
And no one will notice that it's cartoon.
No one will know that it's a problem. And that was the problem I had with the last one. Like, for the last fight scene, I thought what it was going to be, which I thought was interesting, was she was going to systematically take the people she was fighting down one by one. You know, because the people she was fighting were unique, and therefore I thought it was going to be like a systematic takedown of each one, which was interesting. Whereas really what it was is blast, overload. Blast. Yeah, it was just,
she's too strong by the end of it. It's almost like, I know, like Kevin Feige kept saying, oh, she's one of the strongest superheroes, and I didn't realize how detrimental that can be to watch. But you need someone like, you know, Superman and his fight with Zod and Man of Steel. You're like, no one can be Superman, and then you see Zod fight and you're like, okay, that's kind of interesting.
But the Marvel, like, a problem with those movies is they have people like fighting a carbon copy of themselves, which I don't like. You know, it's more interesting seeing them fight someone with a different.
I didn't think Zod was a carbon copy though.
I mean, they had the same
abilities,
power set.
Literally there is a carbon copy of Superman.
Yeah, Zod. Or Bizarro. He's not a carbon copy though.
Yeah, but he might as well be.
Yeah, he's intended to be, but he has reverse Superman powers. He doesn't have heat ray, he has freeze way. He doesn't have cold breath, he has heat breath. And then, like, I don't know, it's all reversed or whatever.
Connor's never seen a vagina.
Yes, I haven't. And it will become more clear when we talk about other stuff later, how little I have seen of them.
But to put it straight, I still did enjoy the movie. Yeah, but I will not be watching it anytime soon.
I don't think I'll ever see it again.
And I really wanted to love that movie.
Yeah,
and
so
I went in. The first hour I was really enjoying it, and then the second hour when shit was happening that I didn't like, I was still like, no, but they'll bring it back. They'll bring it back, because I'm always like that.
It'll get good again.
Yeah, when I really like a movie, I'm like, but maybe when I watch that again, that'll fall better. And then no. By the end of it, I was just like, But man, the people I was watching with were just eating out of Disney's hand. They were just like, take my money. And it actually annoyed me. There was one dude that was laughing so much. I was like, that wasn't fucking funny. There was parts where I was like, I don't even know if that was supposed to be funny. I don't think that was supposed to be funny. It's a car chase. Stop laughing. It's a car chase. And he's like, oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah, but those are people having the best time. Sometimes I'd like to be those people. Whereas I'm the cynical person sitting in front.
Screw that guy.
Okay.
My brain works fine.
Not my Captain Marvel. My Captain Marvel is Shazam. Which is getting good.
Speaking of Shazam, will we go on to movie news?
Yeah, we'll go on to news because we want to talk about. We've exhausted the Captain Marvel thing. We're just going to end up spoiling it and getting a bit more.
We've already spoiled certain things.
We're getting bitterer as well, so we'll just move on. It's worth a watch. I don't know if it's worth a watch in cinemas. It's tracking to make a shitload of money anyway.
Yeah, it's tracking to make a lot of money.
Yeah, so we don't, see it if you want, but it's not necessary, really.
There it is. There actually was.
Yeah, what's it tracking to make?
145 to 155 million, and that's just in America alone. And it had the second biggest single day release in China.
Yeah, just after Infinity War.
There it is, 34 million. It was just behind Infinity War.
Which is insane.
Which is crazy.
Insane.
I actually thought, remember last episode, you were talking about how a black lead actor wouldn't sell as much in China. I was thinking it might be the same with female, but obviously not.
No. Well, yeah, I don't know.
I just thought they might have...
Well, no, they have... I don't know what the statistics really are with that. I don't know.
I don't know. When you said it to me, I just thought, shit, Captain Marvel might fall under that kind of banner of just silliness as well.
But apparently not.
Obviously not, yeah.
Well, they have, like, in my head, I was like, there's, like, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon and all that stuff, and that's, like, an all-female lead cast
I guess.
as well. But, I don't know. Maybe China's just a racist, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, God. Sorry, all of China.
They can't listen to this anyway, so it's grand.
Can they not?
I don't know. They have their own internet over there.
Oh, yeah, you're right, they do.
So I wouldn't say so.
I don't know. I'm sure they're lovely people, despite not liking John Boyega. Maybe it was just John Boyega that
Give
they didn't
Boyega
like.
a chance.
Give
That's
him
what
a
I
chance.
say.
Watch Attack the Block.
Yeah.
Give him a chance. No, we'll move on to news that we want to talk about.
You brought up Shazam.
I did bring up
That's
Shazam.
a good segue.
Yeah, it's got good first reactions.
Yeah, really positive.
Yeah.
Saying it has a family vibe,
Mm-hmm.
which is interesting, but I guess the whole orphan thing.
I am very excited about Shazam.
I think it's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
I think it looks brilliant, and I think it's going to wash the taste of Captain Marvel out of my mouth.
I see. With
I
the
need
real
it.
Captain Marvel.
I need it. I actually do need it because I wanted to love that movie so much. I'm going back into it. But yeah, Shazam, I think it looks great.
It does. It looks really good. And I was reading an interview with Zachary Levi, and he brought up a great point. A lot of superhero movies, it's kind of like, they're like, oh, begrudgingly have to save the world. But he says there's only two characters who act like, oh my God, I get to save the world. And it's Spider-Man and Billy Batson, who's Shazam, obviously.
Yeah.
So his whole thing is like, I get to save the world. I get to be a superhero. And I thought that was a really cool thing, and I hadn't thought of it that way before.
I have read that they're giving shit for the villain. They're saying it's a bit silly and hokey.
Yeah,
I think they get away with that though. They could, that type of movie.
They could, yeah. I was sort of hoping they go do something interesting, because Captain Marvel or Shazam has some interesting villains that they could have gone with, but they didn't.
Like Black Adam.
No, not like Black Adam, who's carbon copy Shazam, like I was giving out about. No, but they could have done. He's playing Dr. Savannah, but in like the comics, like he's not like, doesn't have the same powers as Shazam or whatever. He's more of like a intellectual guy who builds a lot of robots. But there's also there's a bug, a mind controlling caterpillar who's evil. I don't know his name, but I was like, that movie would be perfect to have a mind controlling caterpillar as the villain in a Shazam movie. But
I'm just saying though, Black Adam, The Rock
is great. Is perfect.
Imagine
casting.
The Rock standing over Zachary Levi.
Oh no, it's perfect
or Levy.
casting.
Is it Levy?
Levi, yeah,
Levi?
Zachary Levi. No, Black Adam is cool, but like like I was complaining about earlier, if we don't want to go for the carbon copy thing,
I think The Rock though would bring something.
It would, and it would be.
He's that type of actor as well for that type of movie. You know that way.
And it would be a real interesting dynamic, because like Black Adam's whole thing is he was the first champion, so like. Zachary Levi looks big in the thing. But
I know.
The first champion to be The Rock, it would really.
Here's Shazam on juice.
Yes, exactly. Well, I mean, Zachary Levi kind of looks like he's on juice in the outfit.
If you look at him beforehand, and it comes out April 5th, so it's actually
oh my
like
God.
4 weeks away.
Yeah,
3 weeks.
Yes, but Avengers is 6 weeks away. I know. Avengers Endgame 6 weeks away. What is the date? I have it written down here. Hang on, give me one sec. April 26th.
It's so close.
I cannot wait for that movie. It's
midnight showing.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We
tried to get premiere tickets to it.
Yeah. It
didn't happen.
Obviously didn't happen. Yeah.
They obviously don't listen to this.
No,
podcast.
obviously, yeah.
Fools.
We've 6 weeks to build enough of a following.
There we go.
To get
people get on it.
Yeah, please
tell your friends that we need these tickets.
Yeah, make them listen to it. Like, they don't have to like it, they just have to listen to it.
We should start up a Kickstarter account just to get enough.
That's a genius idea. Or we could track
tickets.
it, and it's like the road to the Avengers Infinite or Endgame premiere.
I feel like it's a tragedy.
Yeah, it's definitely a tragedy. Yeah. You mean when we get one backer and it's me?
And we end up drunk outside it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. They want to see your movie.
What was the movie like?
Please let me in.
What was the movie like?
Getting sick all over yourself.
Yeah, well, that's just average Saturday night.
Yeah.
And actually, we didn't talk about this, but the Stan Lee stuff in Captain Marvel was really good.
That was nice.
It was really nice. So
sweet, as you said. It's actually really nice. Yeah.
So like the opening, in the Marvel opening, people, the Marvel opening where it has scenes from like all the films as the Marvel logo comes up. Instead, it was Stan Lee and all his cameos, and it was a real nice moment. And even his cameo in it, like
there was Oz in the cinema with me, like a lot of them. The guy was nearly crying that was next to me. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Seriously, he's so beautiful.
Man, I want to.
He's not your dad. Relax.
I want to live in that guy's world for a week, having such genuine emotional reactions to things.
The cut scene at the post credit scene, the very last one, the post credit scene,
because there's two.
Yeah, he laughed so much at that people were leaving and he was sitting down still laughing, and I hated him. Like,
I didn't even laugh.
I was like, "What are you laughing at?" I felt like saying that to him. Like,
what did you think was going to happen in that post credit scene?
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, I can see what's going to happen."
I just sort of went, "Huh, okay."
Yeah,
and then I left.
Yeah.
No, it'd be nice to be that genuinely excited about something every now and again. Actually, we just have the Shazam thing up. Grace Fulton as Mary Marvel. Is there another actress playing Mary Marvel in it? Because she looks really old. Just check.
Why? Who's Mary Marvel?
She's like female Captain Marvel.
Right.
She's just like
22 there.
Yeah, but is there another actress playing a younger version? Because
right,
I remember I was saying in the last podcast, call back to Straight to Series episode 2, the pop Funkos of all the grown-up people were introduced, and I was just wondering if they have multiple people cast as the two.
You don't really have the kids.
Yeah, it doesn't really say there.
Well, yeah.
Victor Vasquez. Yeah. Check the IMDb. Yeah. Sorry, this is we're getting away from what we were going to talk about, but I just found this interesting, and therefore I will derail the whole show to do it. Nah, there's not. Yeah. It looks like no one's named as the multiple people.
There's bus passenger 6.
Wow.
Well, Billy's mom is down here, so...
Yeah.
Well.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I shouldn't have derailed the thing.
I didn't really care anyway.
Yeah, it's... okay. Well, I mean... I'm going to not sleep tonight if I don't know who... Yeah, I don't know what I was going to say there. Anyway, what else do we have to talk about?
We can talk about Michael Jackson. Because Leaving Neverland came out.
Should we talk about Michael Jackson?
I don't know. Is it very controversial? We're just smoke that's usually fire.
Michael Jackson, hey guys.
So, Leaving Neverland came out. I haven't seen it.
Neither have I. Okay, and that's the end of it. Neither of us have seen it. Let's move on.
Well, the point is that The Simpsons have taken down the episode that Michael Jackson voiced.
Classic episode.
I was going to say voiced himself in, but he did not voice himself in.
He voiced the guy who thought he was Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Lisa, it's your birthday.
It's called Stark Raving Dad. Yeah, everyone will remember
Happy birthday, Lisa. Yep. Classic episode of The Simpsons now removed.
They took it down. Matt Groening and a few of the other producers seen the documentary, and that's why I'm thinking, holy shit, like that they made that call. So it was removed from circulation on TV, and it will be removed from further DVD.
That's
and
crazy.
Blu-ray releases and digital releases and all like that.
Are they going to break into my house and take my Simpsons DVD
and your Thriller album
and
as well?
Thriller album as well.
Not the album.
No, not
and
the
not
album.
the Michael Jackson calendar.
Yeah, not my Michael Jackson hat and glove.
So yeah,
that's. I don't know. I think
I'm not going to condemn the man. I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
but God, there's a lot of smoke.
Yeah,
there's a fuckload of smoke. You cannot see through that smoke.
No, I thought we'd all. I thought it was.
I thought we moved on. Is that what you
I thought it was confirmed that he wasn't one, but apparently,
I don't know. Maybe his death slowed things down. You know, like it's pretty bad to make a documentary about the guy when he's dead. He can't defend himself.
Yeah, like R. Kelly can't break down at a TV show in tears.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
be on Oprah next.
Yeah, well, through the jail cell.
Yeah.
I've actually seen all of R. Kelly, so like, it's one of those things where when he's sitting there denying and crying, I'm like, I've watched. I think it's 4 episodes. I watched all 4 episodes of it.
Of the documentary.
The documentary. There are so many cases against you. So many women coming forward. You cannot tell me that it's not true. You know. Whereas with the Michael Jackson thing, again, haven't seen it. It seems like, I don't know. It's pretty like hazy whether these things have happened or not.
I don't know. I need to see this documentary. I
Yeah,
really
we
do.
need to watch it.
Yeah, I was hoping that Now TV had it.
On our podcast where we talk about things we've watched and news in the media and pop culture, we should probably start watching the things we want to talk about. It seems detrimental to this podcast that we aren't watching them.
It's funny that the Simpsons creator taking that episode down made me want to watch it more. Because I was just like, whoa, like it impacted the Simpsons?
Yeah, funny enough that adds like value.
It does. It adds a bit of weight to it.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
More weight to it. I was just like, what?
But like, I wonder what other Simpsons stuff is up that like probably should have been taken down.
Like Donald Trump, their president, is all over the Simpsons.
But I mean, you can't take that down because that would suggest a political agenda, and no one wants to do that. By the way, what did you think of all the Captain Marvel controversy?
About the whole
Brie
bunch
Larson?
of men.
Yeah, I just
that
broke something off my mic.
Well, have you seen the whole Rotten Tomatoes thing? You talking about that?
Yeah, did we talk about that last week?
We didn't.
No, right.
I think we talked about how they were going to change things.
Yeah.
You couldn't review a movie before it came out, but now the audience review, it's like, I think it was like 40% of audience gave it a positive review, and it's supposedly some sexist bunch of men that are hating on it.
Don't know.
And here's the weird thing. I don't remember that happening to Wonder Woman.
No, neither do I.
And I'm not saying that they didn't do it, because surely it doesn't deserve 40%. Fucking Valkyrie or something like... Oh, not even Valkyrie. Valkyrie's actually decent. Like Van Helsing probably has a higher rating.
How dare you.
I bet that has a higher rating.
Starring Wolverine himself, Hugh Jackman, and Faramir from Lord of the Rings. Huge jacked man. Yeah. And Faramir from Lord of the Rings.
And vampires,
yeah.
I think it stars a few vampires.
I saw that movie when I was a kid and I liked it, but I don't want to watch it again. Don't want to watch it again.
See, I was older, so I watched it and I was like,
I know you were older.
Out of my face. It was so bad.
Rightly so. That's what some of the kids in the Michael Jackson thing used to say.
Get that shit out of my face.
Get that shit out of my face.
No.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Where the smoke is fire.
We should really watch that documentary.
We're condemning the man.
Yeah. But anyway, that's enough Michael Jackson Simpsons talk. It's crazy that they took it down.
Let's move to something nice and handsome like Matt Bomer. Get that shit onto my face.
Yeah. Get him over here. What do you want to talk about Matt Bomer,
because
Ian?
He's a dreamboat and he does movies. But
can we go one episode without you declaring some Hollywood actors a dreamboat?
No. And can we go one episode without me mentioning Matt Bomer?
No, that neither. Yeah,
it's because we swim in the same sort of demographic when it comes to women.
I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to tell you that's just not the fact, but you know, we'll brush past it this time. Why did you want to talk about Matt Bomer? Is it because he's perhaps the main star in The Sinner season 3?
No, it's because he's really, really handsome. No, yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if you haven't seen The Sinner, it's awesome.
It is really good.
And you only watched one episode?
I've watched one episode, but it is really good.
The second season's brilliant as well. And they're connected, but not super connected as well.
It's kind of like American Horror Story, is it? Or
no,
okay, never
yes,
mind.
like
Fuck me.
There's a detective that runs through both seasons, and I assume he's going to run through. So he's doing different cases.
Is it like that cop character in the Quentin Tarantino universe? You've never heard about this?
I know a few different characters go through his universe.
There's a sheriff that is in a multitude of Quentin Tarantino movies. He's in Kill Bill. He's killed in True Blood, or not in True Blood. Is it? It's not True Blood. It's
True Blood's that vampire TV series that you probably love.
It's the one which I've never seen it. How dare you? It's the one with George Clooney and shut up. George Clooney and he's as himself in it. Quentin Tarantino's himself in it. From Dusk to Dawn.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that took way too long.
He didn't even direct that.
I know, but the characters in
Robert Rodriguez. Did he direct it?
Robert Rodriguez directed that, but Quentin Tarantino was involved in the writing.
Okay.
I think, and the sheriff's in that, and he's in Kill Bill. He's in a few other things, but Quentin Tarantino has like a weird connected movie universe thing.
Yeah, the Venga brothers, is that their names? Or not Venga or whatever?
the Vengaboys.
The Vengaboys.
Yeah.
John Travolta. What? Is that the Vengaboys noise?
I don't know.
Yeah, bruv.
I don't know. I just associated with early 2000s douchebaggery.
You know John Travolta in...
The Vega.
Vega.
Yeah, I think so.
Like
Vince Vega.
Yeah,
and
he's
Michael
Madsen.
Michael Madsen's brother.
Yeah. From Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs. Michael Madsen is the brother of Pulp Fiction's John Travolta.
Vengaboys.
The Vengaboys. Yeah, the Vengaboys.
There we got it. So yeah, no, there is a few different connections through the universe. But yeah, Matt Bomer. to get back to
that more handsome man.
He is in The Sinner season 3
because
and
John Travolta and Michael Madsen, two very ugly men.
Fuck me.
Very ugly
John
men.
Travolta's spray on hair is ridiculous.
Do you think he sits in the mirror and he just goes, sprays it on, and it's like whipped cream, and he says, and we'll go this high today?
I think he watches Austin Powers, goes out and buys the same fur rug that's on Austin Powers' Mike Myers' chest, and he just cuts out a slot and tapes it to his head.
Slaps it on his head.
Looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
And his face just gets that peg that's holding all that flesh behind him.
Yeah.
So there's such tension.
Poor guy. There was
hey, you can come on here if you want. You can talk about Gotti all you want.
He's not like anything else to do at the moment.
Exactly.
There's
Gotti 2.
Oh yeah,
sequel.
Jesus Christ. Nick Kroll does a great bit about.
You didn't see the first one. Now come see the second.
You didn't see the first one. Now we're just making another one. No, but Nick Kroll does a bit about John Travolta and Tom Cruise, and it's like. It's such a good example of someone who's using Scientology to its fullest to be like the best action star in the world, aka Tom Cruise, and someone who is just a joke, and that's John Travolta, and he's like, it's the two sides of Scientology.
Yeah.
Oh, what a loser. Anyway, what else do we have to talk about? Oh, Morbius,
the living vampire.
Oh gosh.
So Jared Leto thought.
Yeah.
So he ruined one superhero
in the
franchise.
DC universe, so he was like, I'll try my hand at Sony's Marvel universe.
Yeah, so he was Mr. Damaged himself, the Joker. That didn't work out.
What do you mean didn't work out? It's, the seminal Joker.
Well, he worked out for the role. I give him that.
Yeah. No, I think he was already in that shape. And he already had damage tattooed across his forehead. Did you know? He's like Jack Nicholson Joker, where he wears flesh-colored makeup. Where in reality, Jared Leto looks like he has all the tattoos and everything. He just has to do the Jack Nicholson.
Maybe it's the vegan look. Pretty sure he's vegan.
I don't know. He's
actually super healthy. That guy's like 40 odd. He looks great.
Yeah.
God,
every time.
Let's talk about female actors.
Hang on. Matt Bomer, Jason Momoa, and now Jared Leto.
Who's Jason Momoa?
Yeah,
Big J.
Sorry, Big J. Sorry. You use his proper title, Big J.
Get it right.
Yeah, but Morbius it's set in the Venom universe, isn't it?
There's a Venom universe.
Venomverse.
The Venomverse. That sounds pretty good. Verse Venom.
Yeah.
Venomverse. I like it.
Not the one everyone wanted, the Topher Grace Venomverse. No, it's the Tom Hardy one.
Yeah. But hey, we learned that Topher Grace with a mustache is great.
Yeah.
Just give him a mustache.
In fact, that's all he's been missing, yeah.
He's so good in that.
Yeah. I think we mentioned that on all episodes that Topher Grace was amazing in Black Klansman.
Because we're still shocked. I haven't got over it.
Yeah. I always thought
PTSD of the moment. I was like, what the fuck, he's good. I'm liking this.
Well, once I saw his performance as Eddie Brock in Spider-Man 3, I knew this guy was meant for greatness.
Yeah, he just needed a mustache.
Whereas when I see Tom Hardy perform in Venom, I think, wow, Tom, what are you doing with your life? Go back to making good movies. No, but Morbius his name is Michael Morbius. And he has this rare blood condition, and to cure it, he gives himself pseudo vampire powers. I think it's like he's
naturally that's the next step.
He doesn't really need. I think he's.
Get a new doctor. That's what I say.
Yeah. Well, he was an award-winning doctor, and it's the typical.
Okay.
It's the typical Spider-Man thing where like I'll experiment on myself. Yeah. And he does it, and then he turns into a pseudo-vampire.
This cup of vampire juice.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Yeah. Or it's like Willem Dafoe stepping into the Green Goblin thing in the first one, you know? Yeah. He's like, try it on me.
Try it on me. Human experiment.
Yeah, and he wants to get out. That was a really great scene in the first one, actually.
Oh, when he jumps out. He was in serious shape as well.
He was. He looked good.
How old is that guy? Because even in... Oh, no. I'm
60.
I'm doing it again. I'm swooning.
Ooh, Willem. Ooh, Willem Dafoe. You have a type, though. Mm-hmm. Brown hair.
And male.
Brown hair and male. Yeah, that's it.
That's it,
yeah.
So, yeah, Jared Leto is fucking things up in the Venomverse now.
As Morbius.
Well, we don't know. Actually, no. Here, Jared Leto's not fucking things up. They just hired Tyrese Gibson.
Oh, my God.
The man who went to war with The Rock.
Yeah. The man who said, it's me or The Rock in the next Fast and Furious, and everyone said, oh, The Rock.
Maybe billions. We'll pick the billions.
Yeah, we'll pick the
$1 billion.
We'll pick the guy who makes money even if his movies are terrible.
Not the guy who's collecting social welfare on the weekends because he has no other movie roles.
Yeah, not the guy who is only in these movies.
Yeah.
So stupid. And Jared Harris was added on as well.
Well, I like him.
He's a good actor.
He's really good.
He was, for people who don't know, in Sherlock Holmes 2, A Game of Shadows.
Game of Shadows,
he was Moriarty.
Yeah.
And Sherlock Holmes 3 is apparently going into development.
It just got pushed back, though, again by a year.
But it is in development?
Yeah. It's a while, though.
Yeah, but
it's a long time.
I'm not surprised now that, Jude Law and Robert Downey Jr. are equally as important in the Marvel universe. They've obviously got so much more to do,
Definitely.
Yeah. So that's what's probably been delaying them. But yeah, Morbius, I'm not excited.
It's coming out. It's a superhero vampire movie. Hey, could be good.
It won't be. it won't be good at all. I thought it was a joke. And then I saw the first image from it and I was like, oh shit, that movie is really happening.
It's in its first week of production this week. And it's
11
got another
weeks
11
to go.
11 to go. It comes out next year, July.
Great. Wonderful.
See it there. You know you're going to see it.
No, I won't. I'll watch it illegally.
He's going to see it.
Sorry, I'll watch it later like I did Venom. Not illegally. Because this is now a platform that is recorded. So I will watch it like I watch Venom later than everyone else. In much lower quality. Anyway, but speaking of another movie that I am only partially excited for, Suicide Squad 2, directed by James Gunn, just announced the cast of the Suicide Squad. And boy, oh boy, it is a veritable who's who of DC villains.
Who?
Who? Exactly.
Who?
And by that I mean everyone just asked, who are they?
Yeah, this will make an owl out of you.
Pull it up here, Ian, my man.
Pull it right up.
Thank you. So, first off, I'm very excited about Suicide Squad 2, despite my joke at the beginning saying I was only mildly excited for it. I believe James Gunn could turn this movie around, and
definitely.
I think his choice of characters proves that this is a much better film.
Before we even get into the characters, Idris Elba is going to be Deadshot.
Yes, which is...
Supposedly that's all... excuse me, James Gunn, that was his first choice and his only choice.
Really?
That's what I read.
Oh.
Just weird, though. So Idris Elba... You give him the stubble, which he usually has, a tie haircut. You put half that little mask on, and they're nearly like the exact same height as well. I feel like they're just trying to trick the dumbest people to be like, "Oh, the same guy. It's the same guy."
They spot the racists, pretty much.
It's the same guy.
Yeah. Well, Idris Elba is kind of wider, I would say.
Would you say so?
Yeah, Will Smith is a bit more like he's got basketball. Like Will Smith looks like he plays basketball, whereas Idris Elba looks like an American footballer. That's how I would pitch them. I think
Idris Elba now though he's a bit slimmer. I think he's older. He's older. He did a kickboxing documentary. Have you seen that? Where
no.
He's like a kickboxer. He does like a professional kickboxing fight.
Really?
And he's lean as fuck in it. Like completely changes his whole body for it. And ever since then he looks a bit trimmer.
I actually think he's a better choice for Deadshot than Will Smith.
I am not opposed to it. Now, a mutual friend Jay brought it up to me the other day saying he just doesn't think he's as funny, and I was thinking, but was Will Smith that funny in the first Suicide Squad?
Wasn't.
I'm like, Idris Elba's a great actor.
Do you remember when he said the line, "So what are we, some kind of Suicide Squad?" And everyone in the theater clapped. That guy who loved Captain Marvel was there.
He's still laughing.
Yeah,
before he goes to bed, he has a good chuckle about that. Fuck that guy. I'm still angry about that guy.
What else does he say? Nothing. Exactly. Exactly.
He hits it punching back.
He hits it, yeah.
He actually looks really well. I'm doing it again. Here, but the guy's like nearly 50.
Yeah.
He's in great shape.
He is in great shape.
That genie is not so much
Let's not talk
shape.
about the genie again, for God's sake. We keep circling back to...
the genie, when Will Smith comes up.
We never circle back to good news that we've talked about before. It's always the stuff that pissed us off. We just circle back to it again, talking about how terrible the genie looked.
Dad bod genie.
Anyway... So yeah, Idris Elba is a great replacement.
Yeah, I think he's really cool.
And
have you seen the Boss Logic image of him?
No.
As Deadshot?
No, I haven't.
Looks fantastic.
Pull it up there.
Because the same guy, Jay, who was saying, "Oh, but he's not as funny." I was like, "Check this out," and he was like, "Okay, yeah."
Well, while you pull that up,
cool.
I will go through the list of the new Suicide Squad. So Harley Quinn is still They say she's in it, but it hasn't been properly confirmed, so we'll say she's there.
They haven't confirmed that Margot Robbie is going to be in it, but surely Harley Quinn, you think, is going to be in it.
Yeah, but they could...
How?
Okay, we say Shirley all these times. They can't miscast her. They can't cast someone else as Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad 2 movie when Margot Robbie is playing Harley Quinn in the Birds of Prey movie.
Like, which is literally filming right now.
It's filming right now. It just does not make sense. But anyway, the other people are King Shark, which is just a big anthropomorphic shark. Yeah, he looks awesome.
He looks great.
Yeah, he looked great.
It's the Pacific Rim image, surely.
Oh, yeah.
You can see it, can't you, with the...
Yeah, you can see the Pacific Rim armor. Yeah, no, he looks awesome. Of course he does. Yeah. And I think he's a better choice for Deadshot because he's meaner than Will Smith.
Yeah, I wonder, though... I know he's really good at accents as well, so his American accent will sound really good.
Yeah. So, he's a great replacement. But anyway, the rest of the cast is Harley Quinn, possibly. King Shark, who is just a giant shark man. His origin is just weird, no matter what, because no one really gives a shit.
Does he have sex with a king or shark?
He's the son of the king of the sea.
Does he have sex with a king? Yeah, that's his origin. I think he becomes a shark.
The shark is unrelated. He just has sex with a king.
It's so
and then
weird that
he
he comes out a shark. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the son. Sometimes he's the son of like the ruler of this ocean, and other times he's a criminal who was turned into a shark, and then sometimes he's just a rabid beast. And
right.
Anyway,
I would have just assumed science experiment.
Yeah, I know. It's one of those things where it's, take a box, and that's how King Shark was made.
Fair enough.
The next one is Peacemaker, who is rumored to be played by Dave Bautista, and he is kind of like a vigilante, but he's not against killing people, so he's kind of like a Punisher character, but not as cool and not as well known. And he sort of works against most heroes most of the time. And then there is Ratcatcher, who's going to be flipped. So it's a man in the comics, but in the movie it's going to be a girl. And apparently it's going to be like, she's going to be a pseudo daughter to Deadshot. Because
I actually read that. Yeah,
so she's going to be a pseudo daughter. It's in the comics, it's a guy who he uses his rat army and he moves through the sewer and he steals diamonds and things like that. But what he's famous for is, did you know? God, did you? This is nerding out again.
Famous for cleanliness. Anyway, he's the Rat King.
He kind of looks cool. He has spears and he like wears this cool gas mask or whatever, and he runs through the sewers. But he's just running around with his rats. No, but
we smell him before he gets here.
Yeah. Suicide Squad 2 introducing Smell-O-Vision. Oh no,
Ratcatcher's coming.
Ratcatcher's coming.
I feel like you'd be like the lamest guy ever. Hey guys, I'm the Ratcatcher.
I'm the Ratcatcher.
What do you want me to do? There's like this floor we need sweeping over there while we kick the shit out of this guy.
Funny enough, he'd be about as useful as Killer Croc was in the last one.
What was it?
You're just tourists here.
You're just
tourists here. Literally swap Ratcatcher for Killer Croc. They perform the same role in that movie.
Lizard Man.
But what's interesting is so Gotham in the comics has two prisons. One is Blackgate, which is on an island outside, and another one is Arkham, which is the more famous one. So Ratcatcher is normally one of the main bad guys in Blackgate, because Arkham Asylum is only for the criminally insane, whereas Blackgate is for people who aren't insane or just sort of common criminals. So like Black Mask normally goes to Blackgate, and Ratcatcher is one of the he's one of the mainstays in that place. So
he's not like a super villain,
no,
so to speak, like no powers or anything.
He's more like a common crook kind of thing, and he's not insane.
So Penguin would be there as well.
Yeah, but Penguin rarely gets arrested, like ever. He's more of a... Anyway, I'm not getting into the whole thing, but yeah. Penguin always puts himself as a legitimate businessman. And he runs like an iceberg lounge, which I
love how you just said, I'm not going to get into it.
No, I am getting into
straight
it now.
into it.
No, he runs the iceberg lounge, which is a huge like icicle off the coast of Gotham as well. Anyway, I've nerded enough this episode.
So back to the list.
Yeah, and then the final one, Polka Dot Man.
Oh, you heard it right.
It is exactly as you imagine. He's a guy covered in polka dots.
But he fires polka dots from his fingers? From his fingertips?
I really don't know. I know each polka dot color is like a different gadget.
Okay.
kind of thing.
Look at him there.
Like he's
What a
he's a
picture.
real classic 1950s villain. Real goofy, sort of stupid, but
James Gunn.
yeah.
It's ripe
So
for him.
Ian and I were arguing about this earlier, but I said seeing that list of people shows so much more. Seeing that list of characters shows so much more character and so much more thought went into this Suicide Squad team. Like James Gunn wanted to use these people, you know? Whereas in the first one...
See, I still argue against that.
No.
I think that they would not all be his first choices, and you agreed with me on that.
No, well...
Element. Like, if he was coming in to do the first Suicide Squad... Now,
Yeah.
I think he'll do wonders with those characters.
Yeah.
I seen what he did with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
I had no idea who any of those were.
Mhm.
I heard there was a talking raccoon. I was like, I'm out.
Mhm.
Then I see the first trailer. I'm back in.
Yeah.
I'm back in. But I don't think they were his first choices.
I don't know.
I really don't think.
If he got a hold of the first movie, maybe he wouldn't have picked them, but I guarantee you he would have picked characters along the lines of them.
Maybe he was watching the first Suicide Squad though and going like, I saw a polka dot man in this. I'd love to think that he was like,
Yeah.
you know, I could make this work.
But
you know?
I feel like there was one of those things where they gave him a list and they were like, these are all the characters you can use, and then he pulled out his own list and he was like,
Yeah.
these are the characters I want to use. You know, he's one of those people who he loves what he loves and he knows a lot about what he loves, like the Guardians of the Galaxy, and he can bring that to the stage. So he obviously went in and he was like, I want to do Peacemaker, I want to do Polka Dot Man, you know, and Ratcatcher as well.
Yeah.
You know, he has an idea for these people and that's what he wanted to do. Whereas David Ayer was like, all the characters in the first one, they're first to second tier villains. Okay, all the people in this one are like third, fourth, fifth.
Yeah,
tier,
yeah.
You know,
But you also think that to be less studio involvement with James Gunn's one. I feel like because he's proven himself and they're so happy they got him that they're kind of like, right, you have free reign. Where I feel like David Ayer was under the thumb of the studio a bit.
I
as
really
well.
hope so. If DC need, like, studio involvement seems to be less now in DC with Shazam and Aquaman and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
I think they've learned their lesson, and I hope that continues.
Especially with the likes of Joker, where it feels like they just gave Todd Phillips free,
do whatever
free
you
reign.
want.
Just make it interesting
Yeah.
and do something different.
So I'm excited about Suicide Squad 2.
I'm excited too.
Yeah. Is there any other news we want to talk about?
Well, I have
Looking-
some news that's not movie news,
Oh yeah,
but it's some good news.
you didn't want to tell me this before.
No, I'll tell
Okay,
you.
you want to get my genuine reaction now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Say
Hang on, let me prepare
Okay.
to react.
You ready?
Okay.
Okay. Game
Go.
face on. So Saint Ronan.
What? Is that too early?
Oh my god.
Too early?
You're a dick.
Okay.
So St. Ronan's primary school in Newry, they were swapping their website provider.
Yeah.
So you have to buy the rights or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and they kind of stalled on it for whatever reason, and they missed a day, and some Russian porn site came in and bought the domain.
No way.
So for like a month, you could, if you went to St. Ronan's primary school in Newry, their actual official website, Russian porn just came
Oh
up.
my god, that's insane.
Can you imagine like the parents going crazy? I feel like there's one dad who's like, I don't even need incognito mode anymore. This is like,
Yeah,
this is great.
Or one dad who found it really early and he just didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Like, how is that up for a month?
I don't know, but either way, it was a Russian porn site, and I tried to look it up today, and I just got nothing.
Just today?
Yeah, sure. So I got nothing. So
Yeah.
they don't have it either, though.
Oh god.
Isn't that amazing?
I love it. I love
Can
it.
you imagine your son? It's a primary school as well. Like, it's
Yeah.
so crazy.
God,
Oh,
that's so bad.
Dad, did you see me in the race yesterday?
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
taking pictures. It's
Hey,
probably on
they
the
put up
website.
pictures for the sports stage today, and you go up and you, hello, welcome to St. Mary Community College or
I
whatever.
just feel like there's this open legs the minute the kid goes on it,
Yeah.
and he's like, I don't remember that, Daddy. And that's like,
I wasn't there on the sports day.
I'm coming to your next sports day.
Yeah, I want to go to that sports day.
Fucking cool, man.
Yeah, the first thing you see is it's advertising an open day, and it just has a woman's license open like that. School open day next week.
I feel like that dad shows up for next sports day, and he's like, what the fuck is
What
this?
the fuck is going on?
There's just stupid little kids running around.
Is this a real school?
Where's all the Russian prostitutes?
Yeah. Oh, amazing! I can't believe that happened.
So that's some real news.
That's so
Hitchin.
good.
I thought that was pretty solid.
Oh, good old Russia hacking into everything. Oh, actually, speaking of Russians, Are you familiar with the game Tetris?
Yes.
Yes, of course you are, because everyone is.
Yeah.
Well,
it's as old as me.
are you familiar with the term Battle Royale? A video game Battle Royale?
No, just a movie.
Okay. Well, a video game Battle Royale is like Fortnite, where it's 100 people dropped in, you all play by yourself, and the last one alive wins, okay?
Okay.
There is now a Tetris Battle Royale game that I have played.
Okay.
And it is amazing. You essentially play Tetris until your eyes are glazing over. I'm just going to quickly go. Until you play Tetris against 99 people, and you play until the last one playing Tetris wins.
That's
and
fun.
It's awesome.
You've given it a go?
Oh yeah, I play it all the time now. It's so addictive. I love Tetris anyway, but I was like, this is the stupid. When I heard about it, I was like, there's no way that'll work, and I've played it so many times, and I'm like, this is amazing. It's so much fun. But yeah, that was my little quick aside there. So you got yours and I got mine.
Who won?
Yeah, yours definitely won. Mine is just nerdy and stupid.
So I think we could finish up the movie news with the fact that Arrow is getting cancelled.
No,
I don't even feel like it's saying cancelled.
It's ending.
I've hated on the show. It's pretty bad. I got up to like season 4. I just always remember watching it. And there's a scene where he's coming down, like he's swinging from pipes and he's doing parkour.
Yeah.
And it's just so bad. He's just like, yeah, I'm just going to put my foot there and I'm going to step down there. But like 23 episodes in a year, the fight choreographers and all like that, they have to be just like, what do you want us to do? You know, right, you got an hour. Like, it has to look good.
Yeah.
And they're just like, they got sparklers and they're just like, you know.
I just don't give a shit about Arrow.
Yeah.
It's Stephen Amell is a cool guy.
He is a cool guy.
And you know, it started off a whole CW like
universe.
TV universe. You know,
like,
there's the Flash,
Supergirl,
Legends of Tomorrow.
Batwoman pilot was made, I think.
Yeah,
so they might be doing that now. And Black Lightning, even though it's not a part of the universe, it started it,
isn't it?
I don't think
Isn't
it
Black
is.
Lightning a part of the?
I watched the first season. That's all I could take, and
right.
there's no mention.
Well,
of Arrow in it.
Well, Supergirl is technically it's like in a parallel dimension to the CW stuff. Like, it doesn't happen. It's. I've said
Such a nerd.
I've said so much nerdy things on this one. This is the worst one so far.
Oh, you seem so cool, man.
Yeah, all my cred with the
your street cred.
All
out
my
the
cred
window.
with my homies on the street have left. But it's like if Arrow is Earth 1, then Supergirl is like Earth 3 or something like that. It technically happens in the same universe, but not really. Yeah. I'm waiting for the people outside to be ready to beat me up after this.
I'm going to beat you up after this.
Not my glasses.
Either way, though,
yeah,
it's kind of the end of an era, though. Like, Arrow, it was 8 years. It went on for 8 years. 8 seasons. I couldn't believe it. I watched like 2 seasons of that, and I was like, 5 seasons. It has to be done.
I think I watched 3 seasons, 3 or 4 seasons of it. It's all the same. It all blends
sister
together.
in it.
Tia.
Hello. Tia, that's it.
Yeah. Speedy,
yeah. Because everyone's a superhero in that show.
Yeah, sorry.
And everyone's like a supermodel in that show.
Everyone's a supermodel or a superhero in that show.
Or both.
Or both, yeah. Most of the time it's both. But yeah, Stephen Amell seems like a cool guy. I wish he got better stuff to do.
Definitely.
Arrow is just... It's
lame.
It's lame.
It is lame.
It's just lame.
And the stories, you're like, what the fuck? Like, that wouldn't go that way.
No, but the stories they don't even use Green Arrow stories. They take Batman stories. Like, in one of the seasons, he's fighting Ra's al Ghul, you know? Like,
I've seen that season.
Yeah.
Or I've seen him where, is it Damien Dark?
Damien Dark, yeah.
He's saving the whole world. This guy, like, don't give the guy with the bow and arrow the task to save the whole world.
Yeah.
Let him save a city.
Mm-hmm.
Let him save the woman, like the cat that's in the tree, and he helps her with it. But the guy with the bow and arrow, he shouldn't be saving the whole world from like nuclear destruction.
And now there's like Team Arrow, and there's like characters that I've never heard of, like Wild Dog. I know Mr. Terrific's in it as well, and then there's Ragdoll. I'm just gonna let out a deep sigh whenever I say something nerdy now. I don't know. I've very mixed feelings about Arrow leaving, you know. So I'm like, who cares? But at the same time, it's the end of an era.
Yeah,
you know. I'm not gonna watch.
I'm not gonna watch it now.
Even though the last season,
R.I.P. Arrow.
Even though the last season is 10 episodes long, I'm not gonna watch it.
I know.
I might watch the very last episode. That'd be it.
Maybe if I like break my back, I'll watch it.
Like Batman, or sorry, Arrow. I guarantee you they've done a Bane storyline where he's broken his back or something.
They wouldn't put Bane in it, but some
No,
other
it wasn't
guy,
Bane,
some
but someone.
buff dude.
I guarantee you, someone.
Blaine.
Yeah, Blaine. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, I'm Blaine.
I'll break you, Batman.
And he just takes straight up steroids. Blaine does.
Yeah, he's just a really buff guy who does steroids.
Yeah.
Or like in the scene, in the real like janky like running through the rooftop scene, he just slips and he hits his back and he's like and he's done. He's dead.
Yeah, that's him dead.
Yeah.
He just blows out his ankle off the
I'm
ceiling.
gone.
He goes.
Can't be
off
a
the
hero
roof.
anymore.
Yeah.
Or maybe he loses an arm and he gets like a robot arm. In the comics, actually,
he loses.
No, not
He loses an arm, doesn't he?
not Arrow, not Oliver Queen.
No.
No,
Who?
Roy Harper loses an Arrow. Who's Speedy? Who's Red Arrow? He loses an arm and he becomes Arsenal.
Are you sure
Yeah,
the Green Arrow doesn't lose an arm?
yeah,
They even did it in Legends of Tomorrow.
yeah. They did it in Legends of Tomorrow, but he doesn't have an arm in The Dark Knight Returns. In the future, he loses arms, but
Yeah,
like,
that's what I meant.
but not. It's not a common thing. Like in the main DC continuity, Roy Harper is the one who lost an arm.
Okay. You win the geek awards. The geek
If
war.
I can't win the geek war on this show, then what am I here for?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Your personality?
No, definitely not.
Yeah, no.
To make you look skinnier on camera, because that's definitely worked.
Yeah, thanks for that.
No problem.
Sound.
It's like the Blob fighting
But
Wolverine
here, get this,
when we
when he
do a
takes
thing.
his jumper off. Equally
Even
as big.
worse. Even worse.
Even worse.
Genuinely, I took my jumper off, stood in front of the camera, sat down, and I went, nope, jumper goes back
Yeah.
on. I look terrible. Fat people should be shown like themselves on camera, like myself, because I've never been more encouraged to go back to the gym. But that's enough about my self-deprecating hatred of myself. Let's go into what we're watching.
Yes.
So, what are you watching?
I watched this little film called Captain Marvel, and I didn't
No, we
really
already
like
talked.
it.
Already
I know,
talked
I
about
know.
that. Already talked about
So
it.
I started watching Game of Thrones because
Yeah.
I thought we're doing a movie and television podcast. I should probably watch the most relevant show in the world.
Yeah.
So I began watching that,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm 9 episodes into season 1,
Yeah.
and I'm binging the fuck out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And
What just happened in the 9th episode?
Well,
Spoilers
spoiler
for-
alert.
who cares?
Sean Bean has a rough go of it.
Doesn't
Go of
he?
it in the last episode, the 9th episode of season 1,
Yeah.
and I was shocked to say the least. I knew something bad happened to that guy,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't think it was that early. And that's some haircut.
Yeah,
And,
close shave.
Yeah, fucking close.
When you think of it,
indeed.
so what was crazy about that is in all of the promotional material, like leading up to Game of Thrones
He's on the
season 1,
throne.
Sean Bean on the throne. He was
Yes.
like why people started watching it, and the fact that it was shocking in the book, but like it's even more shocking in the show that they just kill off Sean Bean like that.
It's brilliant. It's actually brilliant
It's
how they do
awesome.
it.
Yeah,
Because
no,
you don't expect it. I was watching it and I'm going, it's not going to happen here.
yeah,
You know, like, mate, it's not happening here. They're just teasing it.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's going to come out and go, no, wait. And then I was like, fuck.
yeah, they did it.
No way.
Who's your favorite character so far?
My favorite character so far would be Peter Dinklage's character, Tyrion the
Yeah.
Imp.
He's awesome.
He is
Consistently.
amazing. I love his voice.
Yeah.
For such a small guy, his voice bellows. It's brilliant.
And
Brilliant voice.
they kind of do. They don't get his hair right in the first bit. Like they make him super blonde. They
He's got
kind
the
of.
kind of highlights going on, the Beckham 90s look.
It's not a good look in the first season. They kind of fix it the further on they go. His hair gets a little darker and a bit
Right.
more like all of the characters kind of in the beginning they look a bit odd, and they sort of find their look and their style as the seasons go on.
Jon Snow's pretty cool as well.
He is pretty cool.
With a name like Jon Snow.
Jon
It's gotta be
Snow.
pretty cool.
Ugh. It's a pity Kit Harington is good in almost nothing else. other
Yeah,
than
I've
Game of
seen him in
Thrones.
Pompeii and I was like,
He's
get
not-
that shit out of my
yeah.
face.
Which is a shame because I
So
really
bad.
like him, but he only brings it in Game of Thrones, and that's really it.
And he was so ripped in that movie that you're like, he's tried so hard to get
tried
into
so
shape.
hard.
He was so in shape for that movie.
Oh, he's super in shape in Game of
It's-
Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just sad.
Well, also, I watched Train to Busan.
Yeah,
which
you
I'm-
Instagrammed about that.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get you to watch it now. It's so good.
I won't.
Okay, so thanks for that.
No, I'll watch it.
No,
Don't,
I'd say you'd love it.
I probably will.
It is a Korean zombie movie, and it's brilliant. And seriously, World War Z should fucking watch that movie because there's so much more
Did you
thrills.
say Z?
World War Z.
Do you say Z?
Z.
I say Z.
Do you want me to say Z?
No, I'm just asking. Do you normally say Z or do you say Z?
I think I say Z.
Is it a zebra or a zebra?
Zebra.
Yeah, I say zebra as well. But if I saw a Z by it, I would say Z.
I'd say Z.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
World War Z, because I always think of World War Dead.
Tweet at us. Do you say Z or Z? We're not going to be able to tell.
Yeah.
If you say Z,
Z-E-E.
yeah, and if you say Z, Z-E-D.
Yeah, boom.
Perfect. Tweet at us and tell us the mountain of fans we have. No one's going to tweet at us and tell us.
The Mountain, I like him as well.
Oh, he's cool.
I don't want to arm wrestle that guy.
No, you don't.
He
He broke a lot of records recently, the actor who plays
Did he?
him. Well, sorry, the actors change in later seasons.
quadruple bypass or some shit like that.
Yeah, his gorilla heart stopped beating.
Yeah.
Have you seen
Like a hamburger record.
His girlfriend is tiny. She's like,
Poor woman.
yeah, she's like a toothpick for him. Yeah, I don't know how she does it.
You know what I'm thinking of straight away?
Yeah.
Like, she'd be fucking stew after that.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my god. He's
Same with-
mashing it. He's mashing it.
He's mashing it. It's the same with Shaq's wife.
Yeah, that looks so wrong.
Yeah.
It looks like his daughter.
Yeah, she's so small. And fucking Hayden Panettiere is married to your man. Oh fuck. He's like a famous. Is he a boxer or something? Look up Hayden Panettiere, husband.
Either way, she became a much better actress when she got that boob job.
Really? Well,
I don't know. I started listening to her more.
Oh, I see. Well, there you are, women. If you want to be listened to, Ian says get a boob job.
Yeah.
Hayden Panettiere,
Husband?
Yeah. Yeah, he's a Russian boxer. Klitschko.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit, he's bigger than her.
Yeah, he's huge. And she's
Okay,
tiny.
that's a man with his daughter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The thing is, like, I think she's like 30 now, but she still looks so young.
She still
like,
looks so
she'd
young.
be like 21-year-old.
Whereas he looks like
he's a boxer.
yeah,
a Russian boxer.
He looks like a Russian boxer, but doesn't he have like a PhD or something as well?
That nose couldn't be flatter. Look at that.
I mean, I don't know. I saw my nose in the video and I thought it was pretty.
No. Actually,
okay, let's not decide because I don't know if my ego can take it. Take another knock, unlike his face, which seems to be able to take many knocks. But yeah, she's married to him.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
He's not like a good-looking boxer either, you know?
No.
Like Tyson Fury or something.
No.
Oh, wait, no, not
Not that
Tyson
I-
Fury. He's in bits as well.
Not that I'd say to his face,
Um,
but no, he's not a good-looking boxer.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But yeah, they're married. What were we originally talking about?
Yeah, Train to Busan.
Train to Busan, yeah.
Korean zombie movie.
Mhm.
It's awesome. It has something like a $9 million budget. It's fantastic. Honestly, it's really good.
I'll watch it.
And yeah, Hollywood are coming in there, rubbing their hands. They're working on a remake at the moment.
make some money? Then we will have it.
Yeah, we want it.
Give it to me.
Is it an idea that we didn't have to come up with?
Yeah.
We want it.
Speaking of ideas that they didn't have to come up with, I also saw that there may be a Rush Hour reboot, but it's an all-female one, like
I know.
like Ocean's 8, because
Well,
that was so
Ghostbusters
popular.
was great, so, you know.
Was Ocean's 8 any good? Did you see it?
You know what? It's nowhere near as bad as Ghostbusters,
Okay.
but it's not great.
I heard it was boring.
It's so boring,
Okay.
and there's so much Botox in that movie. There's just so much. It's an advertisement for Botox. Sandra Bullock, I used to fancy her so much, and I still think she's a great actress. Like Gravity was so good.
She's amazing in that.
Her face doesn't move in that movie.
Really?
It doesn't move at all. And like, I am sad right now. Oh yeah, I could tell. And then she starts crying. You're like, oh no, she's sad. She's sad. She's crying.
Poor
And
Sandy B.
She's trying to smile, and it looks like she's in pain. Like, she can't move her face in the movie. It's horrible. It's horrible to watch, and she's the lead actress. Like,
It's horrible to watch.
it is horrible to watch.
Ocean's 8, horrible to watch.
You're literally watching this actress, this once great actress,
Once great actress.
struggling to show emotion in her face. Think about it. I'm watching it and I'm making the facial expression she should be making because I'm just like, I feel better if I make it. You know, like she's squinting right now.
When I get my Botox treatment, you're going to have to do all the expressions for both of us.
Yeah.
So,
So,
or we're going to have to hold up a cue card and it's going to have a face here. And then it'll be like a sad face.
oh, he's sad. He's sad.
I'll just be sitting back here
Yeah.
like,
like this,
Yeah,
and you just hold up
exactly.
a thing, and it's like sad,
Like there's a
happy.
You're behind a jet.
That's what my laugh will be like the Joker.
But anyway, Train to Busan. I would love you to watch it.
I will. I
get back
finished
to me.
reading Deadly Class, which is a graphic novel, and it was really good. And I'm very interested to see what the TV show looks like now, so I'm going to start watching it.
And is that Hulu? Is that what we were saying?
It was
is?
Hulu, yeah, but apparently it's not getting good reviews, as you said, so I'm a little nervous
I
about
think it's
starting to watch it.
middle of the road reviews.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
But the graphic novel was awesome, so good. I can't wait to read the next volume.
Here, speaking of reviews, though, the Umbrella Academy had like 76% on Rotten Tomatoes, and they don't know what they're talking
It
about.
deserves well more.
There it is, 58% Deadly Class.
Ooh, that's not good.
It's
Hate
not
it.
terrible either.
Also, I don't know, is the lead actor in it, what ethnicity is it? Oh, okay, so he is different. No, he's Nicaraguan in the comic, and then I remember like seeing the trailers. I was like, that guy doesn't look like Nicaraguan in it. So I was wondering if they changed it, but they didn't.
Well, Happy, it says similar shows. Happy, I really enjoyed that.
I loved Happy. I can't wait for
great.
season 2.
Yeah. I didn't even think that would get renewed. It felt like
Neither did I.
that show that wouldn't get renewed. It's
I
a
felt-
limited series.
I felt like I'd never see anything like Happy again.
It
But
was your man Taylor Neveldine, Taylor and Neveldine, one of the guys who did Crank. There was two guys who did Crank.
it's so much like Crank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can really see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same guy. I think one's called something Taylor and something Neveldine. You know, the two guys. But either way,
And the next season is set during Easter.
Brian Taylor. There we
Brian
go.
Taylor.
He directed most of the episodes, and yeah, you really feel that Crank craziness about it.
Grant Morrison's one of the executive producers, and Christopher Maloney. That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're getting distracted so easily.
you're talking about Deadly Class.
Yeah, Deadly Class, I'm going to start watching it. I'll be interested to see what it's like. The graphic novel is really good. I don't know if they can translate it into a TV series, so I'm excited to see it.
See how it goes.
There's a character in it called Fuckface, and he does some terrible things to animals in the graphic novel.
Fair enough.
And I don't know if I'll see that on TV, but I want to find out.
I feel like you're building. Oh wait.
Oh my God, I just saw something we forgot to talk about.
Yeah.
You're going to have to throw this up on screen, but they released images for the first Sonic the Hedgehog.
And oh boy.
This is what I want you to do. Just put up the image, and we'll just sit here, stare at the camera, and shake our heads.
Like
No.
if Sonic was ill.
If Sonic
Okay,
If
and his
Sonic
sister had sex,
had sex, yeah.
and they had a child.
This looks like inbred Sonic.
This is inbred Sonic,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It looks like, I don't know, if it just doesn't look like Sonic. It looks like a really bad furry costume
What
of
are those
Sonic.
runners that you have in work?
What runners I haven't worked?
What's the brand you wear?
I don't know. I don't know the brand. I'm not going to remember, so stop clicking at me.
Because they remind me, your shoes remind me of the runners
They
he's
do.
wearing
They look
there.
equally as terrible.
Yeah.
God, it's distractingly bad.
It's
just-
really bad.
I just stare at it and I just wonder, like, who okayed that?
Why?
Yeah, just why?
Why?
Detective Pikachu looks way better than that.
So much better. That looks the way it should look. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Oh my God. How long have we been going for?
An hour and 10.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll wrap this up soon enough. But lastly, I started watching Veep, and I'm very much enjoying it.
How far?
Most of the way through season 1. I'd never seen it before. I'd heard good things, and I'm loving it. So, Veep is awesome.
Your man from Arrested Development's in that,
He's
isn't
in
he?
it. Yeah, I don't know the actor's name.
We're terrible at this.
We are terrible at this.
But I love him in Arrested
Yeah,
Development.
he plays Buster.
Buster,
He plays a
exactly.
similar enough character in this, in Veep. But I think is it Toby something? I may be making that up.
Of course he doesn't come up.
he's not
with
in the
it.
top build cast.
Yeah.
Rightly so, honestly.
He's so good as Buster, though.
He is. Where?
There, Tony Hale.
Tony Hale. I was
Yes.
close with the Toby. Tony Hale, yeah, he's awesome in it.
He's really good.
And Julia Louis-Dreyfus is great in Veep. It's just a really great show.
Also, she doesn't age.
No, she doesn't.
Like, she's been going since Seinfeld.
She looks amazing. Yeah, she doesn't age at all. She looks
No.
great.
Veep. I just want to see what age she is now.
Why wouldn't you look up the actress?
Because it's quicker. Veep.
Yeah, but
Look, I'm there.
Yeah, but she was also
58.
Yes, but she was also in Arrested Development, and her name was there as well.
Oh, what was it?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, I don't know.
58 though. Wow.
Look at her. She looks the same. She looks fantastic. Well, not the same actually, but she looks fantastic.
Yeah. For 58.
Yeah, for 58. That's like
Okay,
the end of your life, isn't it?
Yeah, there's some good stuff going on there.
We need to cut this podcast. We need to end it. This is getting depraved. The last thing we do on every podcast, as you know, Ian, is give out the Straight to Series Worst Tattoo Award.
The biggest honor
Yes,
in
greatest
podcast
honor.
history.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So this week we have decided
Yeah, who's going to be?
that the person who should win Worst Celebrity Tattoo is... Can we do a drum roll, or do you add that in post? Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck.
Tatman returns once again.
Mm-hmm.
King of the Ink Stink.
King of the Ink Stink. Reigning champion. Because
Reigning champion.
really, is there anyone who deserves to take the spot? No.
No. I was actually thinking the other day about this, and I was thinking...
I try not to think about it.
I think about it all the time. Man, when I close my eyes, I see that tattoo. I feel like, right, so, you know, he gets...
I see the Sonic picture when I close my eyes.
So, Ben Affleck gets divorced, right?
Mm-hmm.
Batman vs. Superman comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't nail it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has a few too many Coronas, yeah?
Yeah.
I feel like he's a Corona man, just like Vin Diesel.
Like Vin Diesel, yeah.
And he's like, fuck me, I'm gonna renew myself. I'm gonna get a tattoo. And he goes into a tattoo parlor.
No. That's not when it happened. What happens is Batman v Superman fails. He's like, that's okay. At least my new movie, Live by Night, will be the greatest success of all time.
Yes, Live by Night. Is that coming out yet? Did it come out yet?
Talk to me after the podcast. I'll explain to you what happened to Live by Night.
So he made his passion project as well, Live by Night, that he was working on for years, and it didn't work
everyone
out.
asked him, what's the new Batman movie going to be like? What's the new Batman movie?
No one's seen his movie.
And everyone who saw it hated it.
And he had only won an Oscar for Argo.
Yeah.
The movie beforehand that he made. So I'm thinking, right, he's drunk, and he's like, I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to renew myself. So he goes into a tattoo parlor, and he's like, I want a phoenix. I want like a dragon fucking phoenix on his back. And he's
he
like,
went, do you want a small one?
Yeah, he's going, I'll give you this rough black and white thing, maybe on your shoulder.
Yeah.
And he's like, no. Hold back.
Full color, all of
Hold
my back.
And his back, he's a big dude. He's got a big back. It's like all the colors of the rainbow. I want everything. I want it to fucking ass blast people when you see it. Like,
and you think he was drunk? I think he was stone cold sober.
I feel like he's drinking his Corona. He's got many Coronas.
Oh yeah,
with him.
many Coronas.
And your man is laying into his back.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I'm gonna fucking get my wife back with this tattoo.
No, I'm telling you.
Do you know what he was doing, right? When he's getting that tattoo, he was writing the Batman movie with Jeff Johns. And I feel like he's working the tattoo into the script while he's getting the tattoo. He's like, how does Batman get this?
And then Batman takes his shirt off and he's a pretty sweet phoenix tattoo on his back.
Let me explain.
Now, this is how I know he did it sober. That is not a 1 visit tattoo. That is a 3 to 4 visit tattoo.
I'd like to think he was drunk for 3 days and he got so much of it done that he was like, I'm all in.
No, he was definitely sober.
I think he got it done and he still thought it was a sweet tattoo.
I guarantee he still thinks it's a good tattoo.
He's still drunk since then.
Well, he's gone into rehab now, isn't he?
Yeah, I suppose.
He's going to come out
until that rehab visit.
He's going to come out of rehab and be like, I just saw my tattoo.
I want to apologize. He's going to do an apology.
Yeah. Thank you to the Straight to Series podcast for pointing out how terrible my tattoo was.
He's going to do a public apology for it.
He should. He needs to.
Do you feel like that's what broke down when he was making the movie? Or no, when he was writing the Batman movie that he was working on?
No, I don't. I think it was all terrible.
I think they couldn't decide on how they get the tattoo in.
Well,
and Jeff Johns is like, I don't know if it's going to work,
Jeff Johns
Ben.
is like, oh, Ben, I don't think we'll include it.
I don't think it's
like,
going to work.
I want it.
Yeah.
I'm Batman. I get to have a tattoo. There is in All-Star Batman, one of the most critically panned Batman runs of all time, the Joker has a dragon tattoo on his back.
Sweet.
Yeah. So maybe they were like, well, we want to give Joker a Joker a dragon tattoo, and Ben was like, oh, and I'll have a Phoenix one.
Yeah,
and they're
cool.
Like, I don't think we'll do that.
Tat
Ben.
bros.
Tat bros, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how like our rivalry comes, because we both wanted each other's tattoo, and neither of us could have it.
Yeah.
And Jeff Johns has hung up the phone at this stage. He's like, hello, Jeff.
He's
Hello?
on to DC.
Hello? Yeah,
Get him out. Get him out.
Jeff hung up on me again.
Either way, I think we need to get to the bottom of this. I think Ben Affleck needs to listen to this, and every week we'll come up with a way he got that tattoo, and he has to contact us when we get it right.
I'd rather he didn't listen to this. But, I mean, we should try and get in contact
We'll get
with
him on, and all we do is talk about Live by Night.
Yeah, we don't talk. We
And
only ask him questions about Live by Night. He'd probably like that.
That's what we email him.
Yeah.
So when you were Batman,
Yeah, we bring him on to the Live by Night cast.
was it warm in that suit? Just really piss him off.
Oh my god. Oh, poor Ben Affleck. He's had such a rough go of it, and now we're making it even worse. He's never gonna hear this, but whatever.
We should finish up.
We should wrap up.
Let's do
Thank
it.
you very much, everyone, for listening to the third episode of the Straight Series podcast. I have been Connor.
And I have been in.
Yep. And we want your feedback. Let us know what you think of the setup of our faces.
Sorry again. Apologies.
Yeah, apologies. Massive apologies.
Yep.
But yeah, it was a pleasure doing it again. And
Definitely.
we'll see you again next week.
Yeah, we'll be
is there
back.
anything we want to tease for next week?
Yeah, it's going to be better than this episode.
And that's where we end it.